dedicated to my father, the late Elder Albert Robinson. Keep smiling, keep shining. Know when you can always count on. For sure, that's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be by your side forever. For sure, that's what friends are for. Keep smiling, keep right shining, smile. Knowing you always count on me. Yes, you can, for sure. That's what friends are for. Let me say it one more time. In bad times, I'll be by your side. Oh yeah, your side forever. Yes, you can be sure. That's what friends are for. I like that, y'all. Let's say it again. Keep smiling, keep right on shining, when you always count on me. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. For sure. That's what friends are for. They'll stick by you in good times, hey, in bad times. I'll be by your side. Oh yeah, your side forever. Yes, I will, for sure. That's what friends are. Yeah, we gonna say it one more time. Hey, keep smiling, keep right on shining. Knowing you, always count on.
Hey, y'all, let me get started in a
Yes, you
second.
can, for sure.
Get started in a second, y'all.
They'll stick by you in good times.
I'm gonna let my granddaddy finish singing this song and then we'll get started.
I'll be by your side. Your side forever. Yes, I will. That's what friends are. Giving me a peace of mind. That's what friends are for. Always my joy find out. What friends are for. Giving me a peace of mind. What friends are for. Always my joy find out. I thank you, Lord, for giving me peace of mind.
All right. Today has been a rough one for me, so I'm keeping it together. I'm trying to keep it together, but happy Tuesday. I wanted to start this particular live and dedicate this particular live to my granddaddy. For those who know, I always talk about my granddaddy. And today is his solar return. So shout out to all the Aries. It is Aries season. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my angel. Okay. Definitely honoring him all day today. So yes, you had to sit through that whole song. Do you think we care? We do not care. Okay. And I hope you liked it. And even if you didn't, oh well. Okay. Anywho, um, we're about to get into these topics. It's a lot of shit going on. For a lot of y'all who wonder where I get my attitude, my my I don't give a finnuck, standing on business, gonna say what I'm gonna say. I get it from my granddaddy. Okay, so if today is a little bit more charged than usual, don't blame me. Blame Bob. Okay, it's Bob's fault. It's not my fault. It's Bob's fault. Okay, so let's get into these topics now. Again, there's a lot going on energetically. There's a lot going on, period. As far as different weird events that are happening and have been happening for the last, I want to say, couple of months. Honestly, it's almost like a snowball effect of different things that have been happening. Most recently, for those who do not know, I do live in Baltimore. Not from Baltimore, but I live in Baltimore. Okay, I'm from PG County. Okay, Pretty Girl County, Big DC. All right, period. But I do live in Baltimore. Shout out to my Baltimore family. We did have a bridge collapse. Um, collapse. Um, over the in the wee hours of the rising. It was about, I want to say, 3:54 for something when reports started to come in regards to this bridge. Now apparently the story is that a cargo ship, okay, cargo ships are the really big ships that transport the shipping containers, okay, the really big shipping containers. If you know anything about Baltimore, Baltimore does have a harbor that has a cargo port, okay, where cargo ships come and they either pick up or they drop off shipping containers and, you know, different goods and all types of things. It is literally, you know, one of the main ports or harbors that there are in this area, in the state of Maryland. So it is a very important way that we get things in and out as far as goods and other things that are needed not only in the Baltimore, Maryland area and surrounding areas, but also to be transported to other areas that may need or require certain things. So it's already weird, okay, that would be the type of ship that would know how to navigate a bridge. Okay, let's just start there. Okay, cargo ships are literally made, okay, to again transport cargo, right? And any transportation of cargo requires you to know how to, you know, properly navigate a ship under bridges, through, you know, ports that are close to cities and things of that nature, right? So it's already a little weird that this particular type of ship is the one that has had this issue. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, did you see how big that ship is? I mean, one little bump from a ship like that, you know, it makes sense for that whole thing to fall apart. I beg to differ. Okay, I beg to differ. Number one, if you watch the video, because the video is all over social media in multiple points of views, this is one thing that I want you guys to pay attention to moving forward when it comes to information, when it comes to things being things happening that are supposed to be these impromptu, couldn't have planned it, don't know how it happened, where it came from, random events. If there are multiple points of view from cell phone cameras of an event that was not planned, something's a little fishy about that. Something's a little fishy about that. Okay? Usually when random things happen and they are not planned and they happen like that, no one has time to pull out their camera and get multiple angles of the situation happening before it happens. It is not uncommon to see a cargo ship passing from under a bridge. That's not a thing that you're like, oh, let me pull my phone out and record this cargo ship about to go under a bridge. Like, nobody is thinking that, especially at 4 a.m. I don't know anybody who, unless you just like ships or unless you've never seen a ship that big, I don't understand why we have multiple angles. And the video footage that we have is not from like cameras. It's not like a Ring camera was set up or someone had a camera on their boat or camera on their car, or no, these are eyewitness accounts, eyewitness videos. Okay, so that type of stuff always makes me raise my eyebrow a little bit. Now, it could be likely that some people just had their phone out at the right time, right place, right time, right, circumstances, and caught it on camera. It happens sometimes, right? But not from multiple angles. Okay, it's usually one person who may have captured it, but it ain't from multiple fucking angles where, many people have the same situation happening from different perspectives, and none of them knew that it was going to happen. Okay, even when 9/11 happened, there are very few videos of the first plane hitting. There's endless videos of the second. Why? Because after the first plane hit, now everybody's paying attention. Now we're looking and we're paying attention, and we're like, oh shit, something's going on. Let me pull out whatever I have and record, right? But you don't really see that first plane hitting too much. Now, there are some random people who captured it, but it was very much so random. It was like I was taking a picture and the shit just happened behind me, and it was a freak accident. It just happened, right? But there was nobody purposely taking a video of the goddamn first tower, as that first plane hit, because no one knew that was going to happen. It was not a expected event, right? So I always tell y'all to pay attention to the little things, right? It's always the little things that will give you the hints and the signals and the little pieces of, or little breadcrumbs or insights, okay, that can kind of make you think of things from a different perspective and give you more answers. Okay, so those are the first couple of things that kind of make me say Now, another thing that has been happening around the world, I can't remember if this is Australia or Italy. I can't remember the exact country, but I do know that there's currently a country where the farmers, tractor trailers, farmers, tractors, or whatever, they are blocking the entrances and exits to a specific city or country. Okay, and this is happening again. I forget what particular city or country it is. You can look it up for yourself. But that this situation immediately made me think of that, because if you've ever watched I think it was Dark Knight, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Dark Knight, one of the recent ones, where Bane, okay, was trying to take over the city, and they collapsed all of the bridges. Okay, that in New York, there's a bridge in, there's a bridge out. Okay, there's certain things you can only come in one way and leave out one way, right? Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to wait for this my picture to come back. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so it kind of falls along the lines of that a little bit, right? Where, okay, let me get through the rest of the information, and then I'm gonna let y'all know all of my full thoughts and my 2 cents, okay? Because I don't want to jump ahead. So we have the bridge that collapsed, okay? Now, this is the thing that is also getting me, right? Not only did a bridge collapse here in Baltimore, but in LA, a few hours either before or after, one of their bridges caught fire. Caught fire. Just up in flames. Now, what does Dr. Umar say? You don't find that suspicious? Okay, this falls into the same lane as when all of the trains just start magically falling off the goddamn tracks, and toxic waste just magically was spilling around and shit. Okay, it's the same energy with this situation, okay, literally, but just in a different, a different way. Them using a different source this time, rather than it being trains, it is now boats and bridges. Okay, now I have a couple of I will call them theories, right? Because y'all like to say we are conspiracy theorists, and we don't know what we're talking about. Hold on, let me get this charger. Hold on, y'all. For my damn laptop die. Okay. So again, y'all love to call us conspiracy theorists. Y'all love to call us, crazy, and say we don't know what we talk about, and all of this other jazz, okay, and bullshit. But everything that we have told you guys was going to happen has happened thus far. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, we gotta redirect this conspiracy theory energy, because at the end of the day, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been kind of correct about everything. About everything. There is nothing that we've gotten wrong yet. Even the things that y'all try to say we've gotten wrong, it comes out eventually that we were correct. Okay? So these are my theories, and I'm only calling them theories because of the fact that y'all sensitive. Okay. So, number 1, we have this eclipse that is happening on the 8th, right? This is a total solar eclipse. Okay, this is not a half eclipse. This is not a 3/4 eclipse. This is a total solar eclipse, which means that the moon and the sun will literally be one on top of the other, completely blacking each other out, canceling each other out in the sky. Okay, this is a total eclipse. All right, now I told y'all on a couple of videos before that if you have been paying attention to what's going on with the sun, you know that there has been a lot of energetic shifts, a lot of energetic changes, a lot of things that are shifting on great levels. Okay, the sun has been going through a period of, I don't necessarily want to say enlightenment, but it's been going through an upgrade period. That's the better word. Thank you, Spirit. The sun has been upgrading to match where we are going, right? So again, the way I broke it down is, if you think about a phone, right? A phone is cool while it has power. But when that phone starts to die, the normal functions of that phone start to become, less and less effective, less and less helpful. The phone gets slower. There's limited amounts of things that you can do. And at a certain point, if that motherfucker die, it don't matter if that's the best phone on earth. If it don't got no charge to it, it can't do shit, right? The charger that is made for that phone is literally specifically made for the battery of that phone. You can't just put any old type of charger in your phone and expect for it to properly work. The charger that was able to charge a iPhone 3 cannot even begin to charge an iPhone 14. Why? Because those phones are composed of two different I'm going to say energies, just for what we're speaking, right? They're made differently. They have different parts, right? They are configured to different databases, and they are configured to different systems. So it's not going to work. The pieces don't fit, right? So the charger has to match the very thing that it is charging. As the phone upgrades, the charger must upgrade in order to continue to be available for that phone to have a charge, right? Same thing with the sun. As we upgrade, as we energetically raise our vibration, as we shift into new places energetically, as we change our mentalities and we move away from old people, places, and things, and we grow as a collective, the sun now has to shift the way it feeds us in order to sustain this new diet we have. Making sense? So when we have solar flares, that is nothing more than the sun showing us in many ways that the energy of it is transforming, right? Not only that, but we have something called the Schumann scale, okay, that I've been telling y'all about for I don't know how long. Okay, go do some research on the Schumann scale. The Schumann scale is a energetic frequency um collector database, whatever you want to call it, that basically reads the energetic frequency of this realm 24/7, right? Everything is frequency, everything is energy, everything has a natural vibration. So the Schumann scale is basically, probing this particular realm, Earth, what we call Earth, and giving us a read on where the energetic levels are. Based on where those energetic levels are on that Schumann scale, will basically dictate or confirm what we're feeling, why we're feeling the things we're feeling, and make sense of all of it, because we are energy. So, we are affected by other energies because we are energy, period. So if the energy of the earth is a specific thing, then we are at a specific vibration, right? And it's going to affect us in different ways, shapes, and forms. Same thing with the sun. As the sun is shifting its energy, we are naturally shifting our energy as well, so that we can always be compatible to the sun and pick up all of the things that we need to pick up from it. Okay, so because we've been having all of these solar flares, counting that strange that we are in damn near in April, okay, and the weather is all types of all over the place. It's cloudy, it's raining in certain places. I've even seen that it was snowing in certain places, where it should not be snowing at, raining in places, cloudy in places where it should not be raining and cloudy. And all of this has to do with the frequencies that the sun is emitting, because we are in what we call eclipse season, okay? And we're calling it eclipse season because we have multiple eclipses that are happening this year. If you were not a part of my New Year's prep masterclass that I gave a week ago, all right, where I literally broke down everything that's going to be happening this year based on astrology, I still have the Zoom recording. Okay, the masterclass was $73. However, the Zoom recording is only $44 for those who want the information. It is a almost 4 hour recording of straight information on 2024. Everything you need to know to properly take advantage of this year and to know what to expect. And I went through all of the eclipses that we will go through this year and how they will affect us. I even went through the body parts that they will affect. So if you're interested in that information, you can either inbox me in order to get more information, or you can shoot me an email, whatever works for you. But if you want the information, it is here for you. But pretty much again, we are in eclipse season. We have multiple eclipses that will be happening. Now, there are different types of eclipses, right? We have lunar eclipses, which basically are about the moon, and we have solar eclipses, which are about the sun, okay? It's focusing on either moon energy or sun energy. Now, yesterday we had what we call a lunar eclipse, right? Which was focused on the moon. Not only did we have a lunar eclipse, but we also had a full moon phase as well. Okay, so that's double the energy, double the fun. Okay, everything is heightened right now, which is another reason why I'm making this video, because it can be a little confusing navigating this energy if you are not tapped into the right things, or if you are not moving at the pace or moving with the flow of spirit right now. If you are moving against the current, if you're moving against the tide, then you're going to be having a lot of problems in this energy, because this energy is only conducive for certain things and certain people and certain types of stuff. So if you do not fall within those specific energies, then you're going to have a really, really difficult year. And I'm saying this not because I'm trying to scare nobody. This not beyond scare straight. None of that shit. This is real shit. Okay, y'all know I study astrology, and this year is one of them ones. Okay, y'all thought that we started the year. A lot of people thought that we started the year in January. So you've been basing this year from January up until now. No, my love. The new year, the real year, started on March 21st, which is Aries season. The first day of Aries season starts the official new year. You can even say March 19th or March 20th, even if you want to, simply because of the spring equinox, which also, marks the start of the new season, the new year. So if you think about everything that has happened previous to those dates, that's still a part of 2023, if we're being technical, right? We've only been in 2024 for 5 days, my loves. So if you have been judging or basing this year based on February and January and anything before March 19th, then you have been living in the wrong time. And they have us in this mental loop, right? Making us think that the year starts in January, because it throws us off. It throws us completely off. We are supposed to have 13 months, not 12, 13 months. Each month has 28 days to match the lunar cycle. Period. That's how that goes, right? So we have 12 months with 28 days, and then we have the 13th month with 12 to 13 days. I forget if it's 12 or 13 specifically, but it's either 12 or 13 days. And that's supposed to be the year. And then the year starts over. Then the cycle starts over. Then we have a new season, a new year, or a spring equinox, right? So the fact that we have been thrown off from the natural calendar, right? Because the calendar doesn't go by numerical days. It goes by phases of the planets. It goes by the cycles that the planets are in. Time has always been astrological. It has nothing to do with actual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not what time is about. Time has always been astrological, right? So even for my women, if you want to get a better depiction, a more accurate depiction of when you will even menstruate, start paying attention to moon cycles. Stop looking at calendars. This is why you get thrown off. Oh, my cycle was on the 23rd last month, and this month it's on the 14th. Whatever. You're thrown off because you're going by numerical cycles, when we do not operate off of that. We operate off of astrological cycles. Okay? So with all of that being said, these motherfuckers know that we are in a very heightened energetic frequency right now. There are multiple planets that are shifting their placements and moving into other signs, right? Based on where these planets are in the sky, based on what signs these planets are now operating in, whether they're in retrograde, whether they're direct, Okay, whatever it may be, whether in a shadow period, a pre-shadow period, an after shadow period, all of these things matter because all of those energies will affect us as the collective. So because we're going through a new season, we are in Aries season. Aries is all about new beginnings. It's all about planting seeds. It's all about setting the tone for what you want your year to look like. It's all about using the energy around you to basically create the foundation that you want to continue to build off of as you continue through this year. And they understand this, which is why they do the most shit around this time, which is also why they gave us April Fools. Okay? April Fools don't got shit to do with a little jokey joke, amongst you and your peers. The joke is, ha ha ha, dummy. This is really the new year. Ha ha ha, goofy. You try to start your new season and cycle off in a dead ass season, which is the winter time, which is why when most people do New Year's resolutions, and I know I'm kind of jumping around, I promise it's all gonna make sense. Just what Ocho Cinco say? Just stay with me. Okay, just stay with me. It's gonna all make sense, right? But the reason why most people resolutions don't work in January is because January is not a season to plant no damn seeds and do all of this new shit. You are in a hibernation season. You are in a winter season. This is a season to rest, rejuvenate, recharge, heal, listen within, go within, figure out what it is you need to change, what you need to let go of, what does not need to go into your new cycle. Those are the types of things you need to be doing with January, February, and the beginnings of March. Not trying to go out here and start all of these new ass routines and resolution this and resolution that. Not to say you can't pick up new habits that are good, but when you try to plant into soil that is hard, that is cold, that is dry, you don't get much in return. And if you do, it's a motherfucking miracle because you're working against the natural, elements that usually would help you. Right? So when we get into late March, early May, the soil is getting softer. So now I can plant. Now I can, put my seeds in the ground and start to fertilize them. Period. This is why it usually feels better around this time of the year. It's not necessary. It does have a big thing to do with it getting warmer. Us as melanated beings, we are natural in warmer climates. We are not cold-blooded beings. Okay, we are in naturally warm climates, period. Okay, that's just what it is. So of course we're going to feel better the more sun, direct sun, that we get, of course. But also because of the energy that is released during the season is also why we start to feel better. You come out of that depressive, hibernating type of energy. You come out of that low vibrational type of hibernating energy. You come out of this slow moving energy, and then you're moving into energy that is about to start and create something new. Right? So all of this shit matters because it all plays a part in what's going on right now. How, Poca? How does this all come together? Okay, let me explain. All right. Number one, they've been blocking out the sun even more than normal. Okay, it has been cooler and colder even more than normal. By this time, the last couple of years we've had, it's been damn near 80 degrees, if not damn near 90 degrees by now. And temperatures steady increasing. The most that we see, or may see is a couple, random rain showers here and there and things of that nature, which is to be expected because, again, this is, a season where you are planting, right? So in order to plant, you got to water your seeds, right? So it makes sense for there to be rain showers, to come and to, give the earth the moisture and the nourishments that it needs in order to start rejuvenating life and regrowing all of the things that we have. But it's not thunderstorming and raining cats and dogs 24/7. It's not cloudy with a chance of fucking meatballs 24/7. It is not blankets of clouds. You can look up at the sky and tell when there's a blanket of clouds that is covering the sun, And when I say a blanket, meaning the clouds span so far that you can't even tell where it ends and where the actual sky starts. Okay? That type of shit, right? That's not normal. Those types of things are not normal. Those are not normal occurrences. Now, if y'all remember back in school when we were in science class, or whatever class that they were teaching us about the different clouds, right? A lot of people may say, oh, well, because there's a name for this type of cloud, then that means that this is a normal thing. No, my love. If I create something, I can name it whatever I want, and when I put it in the book, I can say this is a fact that this cloud I created is called this, and this is a normal occurrence. Does that mean that it's true? Absolutely not. But when we are not in control of our education, we are not in control of our education. Okay? Which means that anybody can tell you any fucking thing and tell you it's facts, because they're the one who gave you the book. They're the one who gave you everything that you use as a resource. The same people that's allowing you to have food and clothes and shelter and all of this shit are the same ones who fund your education systems. So of course they're going to tell you, oh, that's just called a blanket cloud, and blanket clouds are normal and they occur, in this type of atmosphere. No, baby, that's called HARP. That's called weather machine. That's called chemtrails. Okay? That's what that's called. And anytime we get into these high energetic cycles, whether it's the spring equinox, whether it is the winter solstice, right? There's always something that happens around this time that is huge. So counting that strange that Diddy is also being rated during this season. Okay? There's always something that they will allow to happen to distract you from the natural frequency that we're supposed to be on. Not to say that Diddy's houses shouldn't be rated, but they could have been rated. So why did you wait until we got into this new season, until we got into an energetic cycle, until we got into the season of eclipses that are energetically very powerful and very important for us melanated people, to then throw this bullshit out? To then have things like this Baltimore Harbor bullshit going on with these motherfucking with the bridges, or in LA with the bridge. All of this is purposeful. And the first rule of spirituality, the first rule of Hollywood, the first rule of conspiracy theorists is nothing is coincidental. There is no such thing as coincidences in this realm. This realm is one of the most purposeful realms that there are, because everybody operates in free will, which means you thought about it before you did it. This is not a coincidence. This is not oh, it just happened. Oh, somebody made me do it. Oh, the powers that be. No, babe. Everybody here operates off of free will, which means there cannot be any coincidences. That means that there's purely cause and effect. No coincidences. Cause and effect. This happened, so this happened. This occurred, so then this occurred. Cause and effect. That is all that operates here. That is all that matters here. There are no such things as coincidences. Nothing just falls out of the fucking sky. Not only have we been having, these recent issues with these motherfucking boats and these bridges, but Boeing, okay, which is the company that produces all of your commercial flights, Spirit, Delta, American Airlines, Southwest, you name it. Most commercial flights are Boeing aircrafts. Boeing is currently in court because, number one, they done had doors fly off of their fucking planes while in the sky, mid-flight. They have taken off and have lost all of their engine oil during takeoff. Literally, as they're taking off, you see all the motherfucking engine oil flying out the goddamn back of the plane. They've had fires on these aircrafts. They've had all types of things happening. There was a whistleblower from Boeing that basically was about to testify against Boeing in court. And he comes up randomly unalived. And they say he did it to himself. Self-inflicted. Do you think we fucking boo-boo the goddamn fool? Do you think we goofy and our name is Elmo? What's going on? What exactly is happening? And are you paying attention? These people are trying to tell you. They're trying to send you a message. They're sending messages right now. The message is, we control your travel. At any moment, if we want to, we can end all this shit. We can knock your plane out the sky. We can crash the bridge that you're on and collapse it. We can throw your train off the tracks and poison your water in ways you couldn't even imagine. We could purchase all of the farmland and make all of these random, food plants and random farmlands, just catch on fire and then blame it on the sun. Oh, it's so hot. The whole farm blew up. Oh, there's just, you see how they keep trying to freeze my shit. Oh, there's just all these technical difficulties and the whole food plant just kaboomed. We don't know what happened. Oh my God. Bill Gates, come save us. Okay, no problem. I'm about to go buy up all of the fucking farmland and feed y'all all GMOs. Yay. Yay. And then I'm going to inject those fruits and vegetables even further, with things that will have negative effects on your body. Yay! So even if you try to go vegan, even if you try to be vegetarian, we're still coming for that ass. Yay! Yay! Yeah. When all of us should be outside sunbathing, sun gazing, getting sun, because the sun is upgrading for our benefit. They dropped this Diddy raid. The very next day after they raid Diddy's house, they crash into a bridge and collapse it. A bridge that has the equipment to be shut down if there was a ship headed in this direction and could potentially hit it. I've traveled over that bridge many times. And there is easily a way for the operators of that bridge to have shut it the fuck down. Minutes. They had minutes before that motherfucking ship hit that particular portion of that bridge. Now, another thing that got me about the video, if you go and you watch it, okay, the way that bridge collapsed felt very 9/11-ish. Okay? Because there's no way that motherfucker fell through like Legos, one piece after another from that hit. Does not make sense. Does not make sense. It is the way that it collapsed. It is the way that it collapsed, not the fact that it collapsed. It is the way that it collapsed. And it don't take a damn rocket scientist or boat engineer to look at that goddamn video and see that that shit don't make no fucking sense. How it broke up like that. That usually means that it was already loose. If you peeped, there was already construction happening on this exact bridge. If you look at the video, there were a whole bunch of construction trucks on the damn bridge. Okay? If you look at the video, as the cargo ship was approaching this bridge, all of its lights went off, which means that it lost power. Now, how convenient that seconds before it plunges into a whole ass bridge does it conveniently lose all of its power. Shut the fuck down. It went black out of nowhere. A cargo ship. Cargo ships don't just go black. I don't know if y'all know people who work cargo ships, or if y'all know people who are in the Navy, or if you know people who, work at ports or anything of this nature, harbors. Cargo ships don't just black out. Cargo ships do not just go black. It's not possible that it doesn't just do that. It don't just do that. These ships are literally prepared. Okay, I've seen that video as well. These ships are literally prepared for, traveling the harshest conditions. These ships are literally created to navigate the roughest waters you have ever seen in your life. And you mean to tell me, as it is leaving the harbor, it goes black and all the lights go off like that? You don't find that suspicious? And let me interject real fast and say, my condolences to all of the families that were affected. My condolences to all of the people who lost their lives. My condolences to the people who were hurt or injured, in this event, because it is very extremely tragic. I know people who use that fucking bridge every day. Every day. And a lot of this is mental programming. A lot of this is mental programming. Now, let me talk about this eclipse on the 8th real fast so I can, tie all of this in together even further. This eclipse season, from yesterday up until the 8th, you have an opportunity to do the most intense time jumping and quantum leaping, timeline jumping and quantum leaping that has ever happened in this realm. And it is literally because of where we are as in a vibrational sense, as a people, as a collective. And it also has to do with where the sun is. It also has to do with the age of Aquarius, because now we are officially into the age of Aquarius. We were in a shadow period since 2019, 2020. Now we're officially into the age of Aquarius. And you have the ability to change and transform your life in ways that you would have never had. You have the ability to mentally, spiritually, emotionally remove yourself from this current timeline and go to whatever high vibrational or low vibrational timeline you choose. So a lot of this, number one, is head games, right? When it comes to traveling via any transportation, car, train, boat, plane, it is literally time traveling. If you drive from the East Coast to the West Coast, you have went back in time. If you travel from, let's say, New York to Japan, you have moved into the future. There's a reason why these places, China, uh, Asia, all of these places are more advanced in technology because they are literally in the future. Right now in Japan, it is 5 a.m. on the 27th. It's Wednesday, 5 a.m. right now in Japan. It's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday. It's a whole nother day right now in Japan. Right now, where you are right now is one day. In Japan, whole different day. So if I can scare you subconsciously out of traveling, then you stay where you are. That's simple. If I can mentally play with you in many different ways, shapes, and forms, if I can put fear in your heart in many ways, shapes, and forms, then you forget what is actually important and you pay more attention to whatever I'm causing issues, whatever area of your life that I'm causing these issues in. So how could you pay attention to the fact that you can actually use this eclipse to your advantage if I'm trying to scare you, if I'm using it to affect you negatively, if I'm telling you that this is going to be the biggest blackout and you need to go out and buy all of the groceries that you can possibly buy, and you need to do this and do that and do this and do that, make it make sense. Why are they so pressed for us to go out here and buy if this is the biggest blackout that we could potentially see based on the solar eclipse, right? Why the fuck are you pressing me to go buy groceries and not saying, hey, go get a backup generator. Hey, go get some fucking flashlights. Hey, go get some batteries. Hey, go get some fishing poles, because you may gotta go back to, you may gotta throw that line in that water and catch you something. Go get you this, go get you that. They're not mentioning any other essentials other than food and water. Okay, what the fuck? How's food and water gonna help me if the fucking lights is off and I don't have no power, no heat, no air, no what the fuck? How I mean, what the hell? That don't make no fucking sense. Okay, that shit makes no damn sense. It doesn't make no sense. On top of that, they allow all of this Diddy shit to come out now. How long have we been on Diddy? How long have we been talking about how creepy this man is and how many bodies is connected to him and how many niggas are sitting in jail because of him and how many, minors and people have been affected and how he done slung dick from the east to the west, and all up in these rappers' guts and shit. We been knew this. And y'all just now want to raid his home on a lunar eclipse? Y'all just now want to go and raid his home on a full moon / lunar eclipse? What the fuck? Y'all not paying attention? This is why I tell y'all all the time, everything is connected. When it comes to this shit, you don't leave nothing out. The food has something to do with it. The water got something to do with it. Your toothpaste got something to do with it. And if you don't know how all of those things go together, you need to start researching. The medicine that you take has something to do with it. If you don't know how those things align with the other things, you need to start researching. Astrology has something to do with it. The fuels that are coming off these cars got something to do with it. The toxins that they put in your hair care products, your makeup, You wonder why all of these motherfuckers look old as hell? Because they're putting shit in your makeup. Y'all so pressed to be out this motherfucker with a blank ass face looking like a goddamn blur filter. Okay? Because you don't know what it is to have a beauty mark no fucking more. Don't nobody want to take care of their motherfucking bodies and their faces and heal yourself so that you don't have to wear the shit. Nobody wants to do that. But we want to pile on loads of fucking makeup and then call it self-love. You are killing yourself. Ain't no love in that. And not just on a physical level, on a mental level, on an emotional level. You are killing yourself. You don't want to wear your natural hair. So y'all keep buying up all these motherfucking wigs that you don't know where they come from. And synthetic wigs are making a comeback. You don't know the material that they're using to make these funky ass wigs. Now everybody got scalp psoriasis or psoriasis, how you say it? Everybody got issues with their scalp now. Everybody got dandruff and peely ass scalp. What the fuck is going on? This is not making y'all say, maybe we should leave this shit alone. All that got to be glued you spraying on your motherfucking hairline, and you wonder why you having headaches and shit all the fucking time. I went to use Got to Be Glued. First of all, when Got to Be Glued first came out, I've never wore wigs, okay? I mean, that's not a secret. But I was using it for my edges. I love the Got to Be gel for my edges because it held all day. All day. Okay? I loved it, right? In the black squeezy tube, yes. Okay? You put that little band down, edges stayed all day. Been a natural girl all my life, and I have mixture of like 4C hair and 4A hair and then like 3A hair. Like I have all types of different mixtures of textures in my hair. Okay, so the front may do something different, the middle of my head may do something different, and then the parameter, it's all weird. And that was one of the best little edge hacks that I had found. Haven't used it in years. Last year sometime I was like, let me order the spray. I never tried the spray. Maybe it's faster. Maybe it allows me to, have a better hold on my edge. Let's try it out. Never use the spray. Immediately when I sprayed that shit on my fucking head, it felt like little pieces of glass were going through my fucking scalp. The shit burnt. It literally, like, you can feel like little pieces of something was penetrating the skin. I said, I'm not fucking using this shit no fucking more. And haven't touched it. It's just sitting over here in a box of shit that I got. Have not touched it since. I see a lot of people want to go back to perms. Y'all have to understand a lot of this shit is etched in self-hate and self-destruction. If I convince you that your natural hair texture is messed up, if I convince you that the way that your hair spirals and curls towards the sun is messed up, you're going to do everything in your power to change it. And when you are putting these products in your head, on your scalp, y'all just think, oh, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. Can't nobody tell me what to do. And then you energetically fucked up. You wonder why your money is funny. You wonder why things in your life are not working right. All of this shit is connected. It's all connected. You don't know what some of these women went through when they had to take their fucking hair off of their head so you could wear it. Do y'all know how much energy the hair holds? If I was growing my hair since birth and have never cut it, and I'm 30-something years old, that's 30-something years of energy, of trauma, of experiences that is in my hair. So if you shave the shit off of me, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be able to start new and detox and all of these great things. But whoever gets that pile of hair, oh, you're in for some shit. And y'all wonder why y'all lives change drastically out of nowhere because you're walking around with somebody else's curses on your fucking head, on your crown chakra, right by your pineal gland. Period. The shit that they're using to construct the lace, the things that they're using so that you can have this 3D this and oh, it doesn't look like it looks just like scalp. All of this shit that they're using, all of the chemicals that go into that process is literally being soaked up in the coils of your hair. And I know people don't want to hear this shit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all know I ain't never said nothing for clicks, likes, and comments and shares. I'm going to let y'all know what the fuck it is, whether you like it or not. If we can sit here and talk about drugs, if we can sit here and talk about hoeing around, if we can sit here and talk about being overweight, we going to talk about these motherfucking wigs and this whack-ass makeup that y'all wearing every fucking day. Period. Now, if you putting some shit on for an event, for a photo shoot, for a job, you know, meaning that you have to look a certain type of way, you on TV or whatever the case is, whatever. But to wake up every single day and spend hours transforming your face is beyond me. To spend hours gluing someone else's hair on your head rather than spending a couple of weeks to figure out what's wrong with your actual hair and grow it the fuck out. I stitched a video the other day with a black woman coming on this fucking social media trying to tell black women that their hair does not get naturally long and their hair don't naturally grow properly. That has never been the case. I am full-blooded, quote-unquote, African-American, indigenous American. My people are blackity black, blackity black. I don't have no other type of heritage mixed in with my direct bloodlines. Point blank fuck period. And my hair has always been long. It is not because of genetics. It is because I was taught how to maintain my hair. I've always taken care of my hair. I've always taken pride in taking care of my hair. I also learned, because I even went through a period where my hair was breaking off real bad. I had bleached my hair. I had colored my hair. All of this to my natural hair. Again, I've never wore weaves. I had glue-in tracks for prom. For my senior prom. That was the only time I've ever had fake hair in that manner in my head. Now, of course, I've had, braiding hair, which you also need to cleanse. There's also chemicals in that, which is why it took me a break from braiding hair, because some of that shit will make your scalp break the fuck out. Okay, so I'm not just coming for people that just wear weaves and things of that nature. I'm coming for all hair that don't grow out your fucking head. Be careful. Fall in love with you so that you can stop chasing trends and killing yourself in the process. Cancer is on a rise. I don't know if y'all have seen how many young people are getting cancer. How many young children are autistic in numbers we've never seen before. And it has to do with the products that you're using and the food that you're fucking eating. Period. Y'all giving y'all kids oodles and noodles and Doritos and Takis, and you wonder why these motherfuckers can't even give you a full fucking sentence. Let's talk about it. These kids waking up eating sugary ass chemical filled cereals for breakfast to break their fast after their body has detoxed all the bullshit out for the night. You re-implement the bullshit with these whack-ass breakfasts that you're giving y'all fucking kids. And you wonder why they 4 and 5 and 6 and can't hold a full conversation. What are we talking about? When are we going to acknowledge and address the fucking elephants in the room? At some point, we as a people got to be accountable. They want to kill us. They told us already. So we shouldn't expect anything different from them. But we got to know that they want to kill us so we can do our best to stay safe in as many ways as we possibly fucking can. Do y'all see how all them people joined together and banned, was it Kellogg's, I think? Whatever fucking cereal. Y'all called yourself being mad Y'all will ban some shit when y'all want to. Y'all, people are coming together and y'all done banned fucking Starbucks for some shit that don't even got nothing to do with us. And I agree, free Palestine. But there's motherfuckers in the hood that need to be freed first. And I ain't never seen y'all ban nobody that actually affects these motherfucking neighborhoods where we can see people that look just like us laid out on the motherfucking street in 23-degree weather. And you trying to get mad at me because I went and got me a hot chocolate from fucking Starbucks? Please get your priorities together. Please get your priorities together. If you can walk past a homeless man, don't ask me about my Starbucks cup. Period. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What is up with the priorities in this world? I don't get it. I don't get it. And if we're talking about businesses, corporations that support the war in Palestine, oh baby, we would have to block everybody. You would have to stop shopping. You would have to stop eating. You would have to stop driving. You would have to stop listening to music. If we really got into the people who are behind these destructive ass wars, there wouldn't be much that you could be doing. We gonna have another entrepreneurial boom if that's the fucking case, because it ain't gonna be no jobs, ain't gonna be nobody working, ain't gonna be nothing going on, because all of these motherfuckers support that shit. Every Democrat that you give your vote to, that money goes to them motherfuckers, and they send that shit overseas. They've been funding wars. Where y'all been at? Where y'all been at? Where y'all been at? They've been funding wars. And even will go as far to start a fucking war and then act like they protecting us from some shit, aka 9/11. Them motherfuckers didn't it wasn't. I can't go too deep because they'll try to pull this video, and I need this video to stay up. But the people we think did it didn't do it. We know who really did that shit. And that shit sent us into a 10-15-year fucking war where we just went over in other people's countries and just strong-armed all they shit. And y'all still send y'all motherfucking asses. Y'all still send people to the motherfucking army. Y'all still big up in y'all cousins for going and fighting for this bullshit-ass fucking country. Be so fucking for real. If we gonna boycott some shit, let's boycott some shit for real. Let's really, if we really gonna get into it, let's really get into it. One thing I don't do is hypocrisy. I ain't never been a hypocritical ass bitch. I don't like that shit. It grinds my gears. There's certain things I will not do just because I told somebody that I don't do it. Just because I cannot live with hypocrisy. So if we're going to be out here trying to defend motherfuckers in another country, I'm going to need you to have that same energy about the people that look just like you that are in your neighborhoods that need the same help. The same help. These are the same motherfuckers that just told us last year that we hit our debt ceiling. And then they got money to send to whoever for whatever. Millions of dollars. Did y'all just see? There was a video of a man who broke down the budget that they just approved to show us where the money was going. There are multiple people, multiple countries that are receiving money for no fucking reason. There are governmental systems that are receiving money for shit like crab legs. Y'all love Obama so much. Go look at how much money he spent on hot dogs. I just want y'all to know where y'all money is going. Everybody is so caught up in this blue versus red, right versus left, Democrat versus Republican. They're all the fucking same. What you need to be looking for is who do both sides hate? That's who you need to vote for. And who do both sides hate? Who did they convince you to hate? When both sides agree that they don't fuck with one motherfucker, baby, that's when you need to be paying attention. That's the person you need to go give your vote to. That's the person you need to be running to the polls to get in office. Because that's the motherfucker that's going to fight for your ass. They don't want nobody in that motherfucker office that's really going to make no change. What the fuck? If we do that, capitalism is over. If somebody get in that office and they start making changes on the behalf of people, we as the elites, okay, quote unquote elites, okay, deletes, if you ask me, but we as the 1% can no longer make money off the backs of the 99. So we can't have nobody in motherfucking office that's really going to make changes. That's why all of the fucking presidents are related until you get to who? I'm not going to tell y'all everything because some of y'all need to do some motherfucking research. That's one of the problems. Y'all don't want to look and investigate nothing for yourself. You watch the news, you watch somebody's TikTok video, and it is what it is. You don't do no further investigations. You don't do your own research. You don't pull your own tabs up on Safari or Google or whatever fuck you use to search. You don't do shit. You just let everybody else think for you, make decisions for you, tell you how to feel about what you need to feel, and that's it and that's all. And you sit there, you listen to Get It Sexy, and you do whatever the fuck you do, and you keep popping out kids. Because that's the stereotype that they're pushing on our motherfucking people, and y'all not helping. Y'all are not helping. Y'all are not fucking helping. Then you got Putin coming out of nowhere trying to show y'all that Jesus is black. Bitch, what the fuck? All of this is besides the fucking point. Are y'all not paying attention to what's going on? We don't give a damn what color the man was. We don't care. First of all, we knew that he had to be black. What the fuck? All this shit happened in Africa. Duh. What are we talking about? Majority of this shit happened in fucking Africa. So what other color would he have been? The fucking Bible says his skin was the color of copper. My skin is the color of copper. So what the fuck other color would he have been, guys? What are we talking about? That is so besides the fucking purpose. And now, conveniently, y'all want to tell us that Jesus is black when you see spirituality on the rise? Y'all not connecting these motherfucking dots. Come on. Come on. You got to read between the lines. You got to read between the lines. What he really trying to tell you is y'all are gods. All of the esoteric knowledge and information that we have, all of these motherfuckers are melanated. That's all that fucking matters. Out of the whole thing, we don't give a fuck what color Jesus was. Ain't none of us Christians anyway. We don't give a damn. Christians who claim to be Christian ain't even Christian. We don't give a damn. What the fuck? That's not a surprise. What we supposed to be like, oh my God. What? What goofy is surprised? Come on now. All of this shit is distractions. All of this shit is distractions. All of these things are scare tactics to keep you in a certain vibration. Now, could they possibly try some shit on the 8th? Absolutely. I don't put nothing past these motherfuckers. They could most definitely try some shit. Cut off the motherfucking power grid. Recalibrate everything. Cut on these motherfucking 5G towers. Who fucking knows? You got fucking Elon Musk over here with Neuralink literally putting chips in people's fucking heads, okay? Which they've been doing. They've been doing this shit. This is nothing new. Again, nothing is new. When it comes to the public, that means they're just ready for you to know. Which means they've done all that they needed to do behind closed doors. And now, if you know, it doesn't matter. We get the scraps. We get the shit that they're done hiding, the secrets that they're overkeeping. Whatever. Nothing is fucking new. They've been putting chips in niggas' heads. They've been doing shit like MK Ultra. This shit is not fucking new. Look the shit up. They have government documents that tell you that the shit is fucking regular shit to them. Go on the CIA.gov website, look for the Stargate portal, and have a blast. Because everything in that motherfucking portal, all of those documents, hundreds of thousands of documents, hundreds upon hundreds of pages of documents, top secret documents that thankfully to Trump, because they were sealed up until Trump put an executive order in place to allow documents to be released to the fucking public so that we know what the fuck is going on. Because we have a right to know what the fuck is going on. Their way of telling us what's going on over the last hundreds of fucking years is through exposure. We're going to put it in your movies. We're going to put it in your TV shows. We're going to put it in the rap lyrics and in the songs and in this and in that and in the commercials and da-da-da-da-da-da. And Trump said, fuck ass no. You're going to tell them. That's what you're going to do. You're going to release these motherfucking documents. You're going to show us exactly what's going on. So when we talk about the spiritual realm and meditation and it being real, oh, there's CIA documents that talk about that. When we talk about mediumship, when we talk about tapping into the astral realms and astral projecting, oh, they have the documents to teach you how to do it, as well as the accounts of them working with mediums and those who know how to astral project or remote view, is what they call a remote viewing, meaning your body is in one place, but you mentally, consciously are in a whole nother place. Your soul has left the body and you were in a whole nother place. Remote viewing. They have used these people who know how to remote view for intel. They literally hired mediums and astral projectors to do intel on their behalf. Stop fucking playing with us. When I be saying this shit to y'all, I'm being dead fucking serious. When I talk about spiritual gifts and y'all think I'm bullshitting, when I do these classes on how to tap into these spiritual gifts and y'all think I'm bullshitting, like I said in the beginning of this motherfucking video, this is one of the most powerful, transformative years that we have. Period. And this is just the first of many to come. But this one sets the fucking tone. And if you are not taking advantage of all that you can this year, if you're not making the necessary sacrifices in the areas of your life that you need to, if you're not going to step up to the plate and stop procrastinating and push yourself, you are going to find yourself in a very sticky situation by the time we get to this mark next year. I said this shit last year to y'all. Nobody fucking believed me. And then all of the shit that happened last year fucking happened. And if you thought last year was a doozy, this year is last year. This year is actually 2020 on fucking crack. That's why there's a lot that is going on that is very similar to 2020. The timelines are, this is what's happening right now. The timelines are becoming separated. And you have the ability to stay the course, okay? Or jump ship to some whole other shit and take off. It is up to you. A lot of y'all had 2020 and you fucked it over. You didn't take advantage of it. It didn't go the way for you that it was supposed to because you wasn't tapping in. You wasn't paying attention to your intuition. You wasn't doing the things you were supposed to do. And you fumbled. So some people's lives went this way in 2020. Some people's lives went this way in 2020. And now you have an opportunity where you have some of the same type of energetic things happening, but on a more powerful level, and you can finally make that transition to the proper timeline. But you only jump to the timeline based on your energy, INNERG. Whatever is going on internally determines the timeline you will find. Because you can only go where you energetically match. You can't go nowhere where you haven't energetically gotten to. It doesn't work. So when I was talking about healing, when I was talking about all of this prep for the new year, back when we was in fucking November and December, to those who didn't take advantage of it, how's your year going? I thought so. And that's not to be shady, and that's not to talk shit, and that's not to make nobody feel some type of way. But it's to show y'all, at some point, you got to take life by the motherfucking reins. At some point, you got to differ from the motherfuckers that's in your space. At some point, you got to understand that your uniqueness is your key to getting out of here. You living in your truth is your fucking golden ticket to leave this bitch. Y'all are not understanding that. You're not comprehending that. This is the reason why the collective is trying to get everybody to act the same, look the same, talk the same, walk the same, have the same type of ideologies, think on the same levels, think about the same stuff, offer the same things, keep recreating the same shit. Why y'all think they keep on recreating the same old movies, recreating the same old songs? We haven't had no new music since, like, I don't fucking know. Everything has been spins and recreations and chopped and screwed and samples. They're remaking classic movies that don't need to be fucking remade. They're doing all this shit to keep you stuck in the past centuries that they've had you stuck in. That's why they keep bringing back all your favorite shit and recreating it in all of these different ways. But the truth is coming out. It's coming out. Now, are they using the truth to manipulate? Absolutely. They know they can no longer hold on to the truth. So what they're doing is now using the truth as a weapon. That's why Diddy just got ready yesterday and not 10, 15 years ago when his motherfucking ass should have. Because they needed to get to here in order to pull that shit out their pocket when they needed to. Oh, no, we can't use the Diddy card yet. Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. It's not that time yet. We gonna use the Diddy card, in a couple months when we need to distract these motherfuckers on a different level. That's when we gonna go ahead and lock up Diddy. That's when we gonna get it done. Right now, we can't use it right now because there's other things that we got going on. Diddy for a long time was literally the Jeffrey Epstein of the music industry. Why the fuck is y'all just now locking his ass up? These motherfuckers' names been on Epstein's list. Why y'all just now locking these motherfuckers up, or just now, taking some type of initiative to figure out what these motherfuckers is doing? Why? Because it is all planned out that way. Instead of focusing on the beautiful energy that is coming from the lunar eclipse yesterday and the fucking full moon in Libra, which is about balance, okay? Instead of focusing on that, we got y'all looking at them right in fucking Diddy's house. Come on. And I seen Candace Owens have a very, very good take. I like Candace Owens. I don't care how y'all feel about it. I fuck with her. Now, I don't fuck with her the long way because she married to a Caucasian man, and you cannot be pro-black to me, fully pro-black and fully for our people, and you marry outside of your race. I don't give a fuck. I stand on that 10,000 toes. If you are fully for your people, marry your people so that you keep the blood in the bloodline. Why the fuck would you take our essence and give it to a whole nother bloodline but you for us? That makes no fucking sense. So I don't fuck with that part. But a lot of the shit she be saying, Miss Mama's be on the money. And one thing she said about this whole Diddy raid is they're not even really raiding. They're cleaning up. That's a cleanup job. You think they don't know that Diddy ass was walking around Miami airport? It's motherfuckers that then robbed a store or kidnapped somebody, regular ass civilians that have done random ass crimes, that have tried to flee the country and go to airports and go to train stations and go to bus stations, and they get their ass. Diddy's motherfucking ass is at Miami airport and y'all don't see him. None of the motherfucking police officers is like, oh my God, there's Diddy. They got the sons in handcuffs on camera for y'all to see. Mind you, who the fuck tipped off the news that they was about to do this raid? This is the shit y'all don't fucking think about. Y'all so used to the news being present for everything, y'all never ask the right questions. It's a raid. Police departments don't go to the news stations and tell them they're about to raid somebody's fucking house. It's all about the element of surprise. Okay, bitch? We pop up so that you can't hide shit and you can't escape. How the fuck do we got helicopter aerial view of these motherfuckers in handcuffs and them pulling shit out? What the do we look like boo-boo? And you watching it on the what? The Tell A Vision. Okay, so these motherfuckers is telling you the vision to believe. They're telling you what to believe, how to believe it, what to see, how to see it, all of these different things. And y'all falling for it. Eat it up. Oh my God, they right into this house. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Be so fucking for real. Be so fucking for real. If they have enough to raid his house, why is he not locked up? Why don't he have an ankle monitor, ankle bracelet, something? How was he able to travel through the airways? I've never seen anybody get their house raided and be free. What the fuck is going on? Have you ever seen some shit like that? I ain't never seen no shit like that. You usually go into custody when they raid your shit. They don't just let you go. They want to take you into custody so they can ask you some questions. Get some information. Because if you got enough information to raid a house, you got enough information to take somebody back to the police department or the station or whatever the fuck you got. Don't make no fucking sense. Y'all spotted this man at the airport and he was able to leave? Hop on a plane and leave? Alright. I guess. Anywho, I'm not gonna get too much into it today. Number one, because we're coming up on an hour and a half, and Poca got other shit I gotta do today. Number two, because I want y'all to go do some research. I want y'all to go do some fucking research, bro. Please get into meditation, because a lot of the stuff that you need to research is not going to come through you just sitting there scrolling and going through web pages all fucking day. Sometimes you gotta meditate so that spirit can point you in the right direction, so you're not on a motherfucking wild goose chase. Okay? So a couple of things that I have coming up that can help. Number one, I am doing a Manifestation 101 Masterclass on April 9th. Manifestation 101. I'm going to be giving y'all the secret sauce to properly being able to manifest, okay? So this is understanding your intentions. I'm going to give you different techniques and exercises and things that you can do. I'm going to work with you guys on overcoming doubt and processing your fears and things of that nature. And then, of course, at the end of every masterclass, I always do a Q&A. So if you are interested in taking advantage of this year, taking advantage of the energy of this year, being able to properly learn how to manifest, to efficiently manifest, then this would be the masterclass for you. Also, April 19th through the 21st, myself as well as Empress A, aka Miss Amber, we will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you are in Charlotte, or if you're in North Carolina or South Carolina or Georgia or any of the surrounding areas and you want to come out and pop out with us for the weekend, definitely pop out. You are responsible for your own travel and your own stay. Okay. However, we will be hosting a sip and paint on the 20th, which is 4/20 of that same weekend. It is $111, but that $111 includes a various amount of things, like your canvas, the paint you'll be using, the wine or the drinks that we'll have there for the sip part of the paint, as well as little appetizers, finger foods, and things of that nature. So if you're interested in that, this particular event, you do have to RSVP, and the way to do that is to email myself or Empress A at thronetalkqueenpodcast@gmail.com. is located at the bottom of this flyer, where we can send you the information in order to go ahead and solidify your spot for the sip and paint. Okay, so if you do want to go ahead and get that in, you can break up your payments for this if you want to, but final payment for this particular event is due by April 9th. Okay, you want to make sure that we have the money in so that we can make sure we have everything purchased, everything ready, and make sure that the venue is all taken care of and is good for us to come. Okay, so if you can have it in by April 9th, you can pay up however much you want to up until that point in order to solidify your spot for that. But that is that as well. Now, while I am in North Carolina, I will be also offering one-on-one in-person services. So in-person readings, in-person consultations, in-person shadow work, help and assistance, in-person therapy sessions, counseling sessions, things of that nature. I will be doing that Friday through Sunday. Actually, I'm staying until Monday. So I'll be doing one-on-ones from Friday to Monday. So if you are in the area and you want a one-on-one session with me, you can also book that with me in advance before we get there, so that we can just go ahead and do what we need to do while we are there. Okay. So those are a couple things that we have coming up. Of course, if you are interested in any mentorships, life coaching, consultations, therapy sessions, if you are interested in just taking advantage of this year, learning more about what is going on, definitely, again, make sure that you guys contact me. Also, if you do want the recording from the masterclass that I did for 2024, how to prepare, how to navigate this year, again, that masterclass was $73, but I am giving the recording away for $44, okay? Because it is almost 4 hours long and it is packed with information. For those who was on that in that masterclass, y'all know how much I went through during that fucking course. So it's a whole lot of information that you can get, that you can gain and use to your benefit, use to your advantage. So I would definitely suggest getting that information if you are interested. Other than that, hopefully y'all took something from this, got something from this. Light and love to everybody. Again, a happy solar return to my granddaddy. I really felt his energy today in this video because he's an Aries, so it just be what it be, right? But love and light to all of you guys. Again, inbox me or email me if you're interested in any services, and if not, I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.